In the aftermath of Hurricane Irene, hundreds of thousands in our viewing area are still asking, when will my power be turned back on? 10 on your side's Katie Collette is following the outages throughout Hampton Roads in North Carolina for us this morning. And Katie, earlier you were saying sometimes you'll see sporadically the numbers of people without power coming up a little bit, and sometimes when Dominion makes those repairs, do they have to take some people offline for just a little bit as they make repairs and then bring them on?
Right, that is a very good question, Carrie, and actually we can have a professional now answer that for us. We have Benita Harris on the phone with Dominion Virginia Power. Benita, good morning.
Good morning, Katie. How's everybody doing over there?
We're probably about as exhausted as all of you are as well. I'm sure you're all pretty tired too. Your crews are so busy.
I just got back into the office. Outside, there's some very tired, hard-working crews that are just getting in after working overnight. But the good news is they restored over 100,000 customers in our area last night.
That's incredible, Benita. Did you hear what Carrie Fury was asking me just a moment ago, why in some cases we showed that more people are gaining power, and then about 15-20 minutes later it shows that they're without power again? Is there a reason that it's fluctuating like that?
Yeah, she's exactly right. That is one of the reasons. Sometimes we have to take people offline to make repairs, and then we can get them back online as quickly and safely as possible. So that is one of the reasons, and there is still lots of work to do with 273,000 people still without power in our area.
Benita, you had mentioned that there was one problem area, that being Newport News. Can you explain why that's such a problem spot?
Well, the peninsula does have nearly 100,000, nearly half of our outages still, a little over 100,000 out there. Not just Newport News, but Williamsburg, Hampton area. But we still have, even though Irene is gone, there's still some damage. There is some flooding areas, some high water, some down power lines. So public safety remains our #1 concern as we respond to emergency calls, restoring critical infrastructure, and trying to get the bulk of people on as quickly as we can.
Benita, one of the things we've been seeing on our Wavy Facebook fan page from viewers is the question of, my neighbors have power and they've had power for quite some time, but I still don't. They live right across the street. Can you remind viewers as to why that may be?
Well, that does happen often, and actually I'm without power at home myself right now, and some of my neighbors do have it on. It all depends on which line that you are attached to. So it really depends. Even though you might live near each other, you might be getting fed electricity from a different line. So we're just asking our customers to continue to be patient and also to be careful as they go outside, and if they see any high water situations, road debris, down power lines, don't touch it. Just please be careful. And if you are in a situation where you are without power and you see your neighbors that do have power, or your whole neighborhood is out, please continue to report your outages to us at 1-866-DOM-HELP so we can make sure that it's at the top of our priority list as soon as we can get to it.
Benita, is it possible, I know there are some folks who are saying, look, we've been without power for a while, they have to know that we're still without power here or having problems. You want to encourage people, even if they may think that you know, to remind you to call just in case.
Exactly. And we are working all over, and of course we have our hierarchy of priorities, public safety first, critical infrastructure, then we try to get the largest blocks on at a time. But it's very helpful when people call to report, because we may not know it just because they're out. So it's very helpful to have them reported, so we have them absolutely on our list for sure. And we just appreciate everybody's patience as we work as quickly and safely as we can.
Benita, the last question I have for you, I know you wanted to get the hospitals, the fire stations back up, which you just mentioned. Is there any area where that has not happened yet? I know you said the peninsula is a trouble spot. Are all the hospitals back online there?
Yes, they are. And all of the hospitals also have emergency generators, right. So we were never in a situation where they did not have electricity, but we still made it a priority to restore them to their primary electricity as soon as we could.
Benita, is there anything else that we didn't touch on you think is important for the viewing area to hear from you right now?
We just encourage people to continue to call us if they have outages. They can keep in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter as well. And we just appreciate everybody's patience. Everybody's been doing a great job, and just know how hard our crews are working to restore power. A lot of them go home and don't have power themselves.
All right, Benita Harris of Dominion Virginia Power, thank you so much for calling in and filling us in this morning.
Anytime.